What's up, guys? Welcome to the first episode of the 5 to 100 million series. My name is Dan Cohan, and what is this series and what is it all about? So this is a new series that I'm going to be doing weekly, and it's going to be a vlog type of content. So basically what I'm going to be talking about is it's going to be a vlog type of video, probably 10 to 15 minutes long, where I'm going to be going over all the stuff that I worked on the prior week to advance our Ecommerce systems, which is the e-commerce business that I'm a part of, is on our journey from a $5 million revenue per year run rate to a $100 million revenue per year run rate over the next 10 years, okay? So every week I will be sharing the things that helped me move the needle forward and helped us to advance the business, both to increase our top line revenue, increase profitability, inside stuff like working with teams, how to build teams, all the nitty gritty operational stuff, all the things basically that I'm working on that I think are absolutely key to growing a proper, real business and a real organization. So who is this for? This information will be relevant, of course, to other business owners or people within businesses of similar size or even smaller. These tools and tips and tricks that I'll share are based on my real tested experience and the stuff that I'm implementing at the moment, and I will give you updates as we go through it. This is going to be, information that's going to be very relevant. It's going to be weekly, so it's going to be very fresh when the episodes come out. This information is very relevant if you're trying to run your own business, run your, even if you're not at that run rate, these things will be relevant even if you're smaller or even if you're bigger. This is going to be critical things regarding increasing revenue, reducing costs, increasing profitability, and most importantly, probably managing your team, installing your systems, hiring, finding outsourcers, how to, do all this stuff in a vlog type of manner. And then from these videos, with your requests and everything, I will probably make more in-depth tutorials or in-depth instructions on the things that I talk about in these vlog type of videos. So the goal here is to basically just share what I'm doing week to week, day to day, nitty gritty in the business. There's a lot of content out there from folks that just goes over the highlights of the business world, and then just making lots of money and all the stuff that's like the end result, but you never ever see the behind the scenes, the hard stuff, all the things that the hard things they had to do to get there. So I'm going to be sharing all that information, the hard decisions that I have to make, the angst, the turmoil, all of the not sexy stuff about basically running an actual business, because it's not just a walk in the park. In fact, a lot of it is very difficult and requires a lot of personal growth and a lot of skill development and a lot of trial and error, a lot of mistakes, and all that good stuff. So my intention is to basically let you in the window to my life and in this business, and basically so you can see what it's like for the operator of a multi-million-dollar e-commerce business with a team of about 20 people, and what he's doing week to week, day to day, behind the scenes, and then from that you can take that, learn from my mistakes, learn from my experience, and actually take that and apply it to your organizations or your business or whatever you're doing. Or even if you just want to follow me and see what I'm doing, this is going to be a great opportunity for you to see behind the scenes and what I'm doing on a week-by-week basis. Okay, now that we've got that intro out of the way, if you're interested in this, please comment down below if you're going to like something like this, and like the video if you are. Subscribe. I'm going to be trying to release a series every single week, giving you an update on the past week. So we'll see how this series does. This is a lot for me, but also mainly for you, so you can get some value. And if you wanted me to talk about any specific thing, or riff about things that aren't necessarily a more structured piece of content, but maybe you want to hear about, please drop it in the comments below, and I'd love to address that. So with that out of the way, let's actually address what I worked on to move the needle last week, the week of November 1st through November 7th. So guys, first, the big breakthrough that we actually made is this is not a new thing for me exactly, but it's a new experience. So we actually launched a product. We launched a new radio. It's called the Buddy FRS radio. It's a $99 bundle with 2 little radios and 2 earpieces. Now, this is a physical product. The margins for it are pretty decent, but basically we launched that. So our vertical is actually the amateur radio space right now, primarily, but we're actually going to be going and targeting more consumers, more preppers, off-roaders, hikers, outdoors people type of stuff. And so we're actually launching a totally new product into a new vertical. We launched it to our existing list of mostly amateur radio folks and got a good response. We proved the offer, we put it together, proved it to that audience, and now we're going to actually take it and start marketing it to other audiences and use our main means that we're going to try to do this is through influencer marketing, YouTubers, things like that, get them to do reviews, do interviews, that sort of thing. We're also going to get reseller relationships and stuff like that with dealers and stores and everything else. This is a consumer product, an FRS radio that anybody can use. So some lessons with that is, when we price this product, we looked at the competition. And when you're pricing a product, if you cannot be the absolute cheapest offer, which you don't really want to be anyway, and I'll explain that, you want to be the most expensive or pretty close to the most expensive. And you want to, in order to justify that price, you want to offer more value than your competitors. You want to solve a problem for them. You want to provide them a solution. You want to decommoditize your product and actually turn it into an offer that solves a problem rather than just another product on the shelf. So we actually went for a more premium price point, $99.99, and with that you get 2 radios and 2 earpieces. Now, a comparable offer is anywhere from $40, $60, maybe $80 for 2 radios. So what we did is we actually threw those earpieces in. We added more value through support and things like that into our bundle to actually make that cart value at least $99.99, which will make it profitable for us to sell that, ship it to the customer free, and support them, and they're going to get a great deal. So you don't want to just when you're going out and finding and pricing offers and stuff and trying to figure out how much should I sell my stuff for, do not price things based on cost pricing. Now what that means is basically if you there's certain industry averages for margins and things like that, multiples that you want to sell stuff for. You just need to ignore all that, because it's not gonna, usually you're gonna be pricing your stuff too low for you to make money. Okay, you need value-based pricing. So what is this outcome worth to the customer? Not how much does it cost you to deliver the product or deliver the service. Okay, this is a mistake that a lot of people fall into, and they try to price their stuff based on how much it costs them. This is a mistake, because generally it will be priced too low and you will not make enough profit for you to sustainably grow your business. So you need to look at the market and see what is the value of this, or what can I bundle together to increase the value of this to where somebody will pay. You want to make that value 2 times or 10 times the price that they'll pay, and so it's a no-brainer. That's the biggest takeaway from launching a new product, is create good pricing where everyone can make money, especially affiliates, dealers, things like that. You need to have margin built in so that everybody can win and other people can push your product for you. Okay, the next big thing that I worked on, that I've been working on for the last 2 or 3 weeks, is actually going down the rabbit hole of outsourcing, and more specifically, hiring Filipino virtual assistants. Okay, I've been researching this heavily. I read a book. I'm working on reading it again. It's called Virtual Freedom. I'll put the link in the description below. It's a great book by a guy that he actually owns a Filipino outsourcing site. So he, like a matchmaking site, based like a job board. I didn't actually use that job board, but the book is actually really good, and it's like a 6-hour book, super meaty, super valuable if you want a super crash course in hiring Filipino virtual assistants. I won't go into the weeds here into why exactly I chose the Philippines and stuff like that, but basically it's a really good spot to hire very skilled talent for very cheap. To put it into context, most folks over there, an average wage is about 30,000 PHP, which is Filipino pesos, per month, and then $5 an hour is actually about 50,000 Filipino pesos per month. So most of their local jobs and stuff for an average salary are paying $2 to $3 an hour essentially, but working for you as a virtual assistant can pay them basically double at even $5 an hour, which in American terms, you can't even get somebody to work at McDonald's for less than $15 an hour here in America. But you can find college educated, multiple years of experience, full-time help in the Philippines for as little as just a few dollars an hour. Very competent. I've been very impressed. I've actually gone and done a bunch of interviews, put out my first job post for a general virtual assistant, actually made a hire. I'm working on onboarding them today, and so far I've been very impressed. I will keep giving you updates on how this is going for me and the best ways that you can do to help onboard people and help manage them and stuff. And I've hired a lot of people already, and I have pretty decent understanding of how to work with people, and so this is the logical next step. So if you're starting your business, you maybe have a YouTube channel or your real estate or something like that, where you need some help and you really can't afford to hire somebody, like in the States to help you just because it's too cost prohibitive, you can actually get a VA, part-time or full-time for just a few dollars an hour. They can help you maybe 10, 20 hours a week. I mean, that's only like, say you need help managing your YouTube channel or managing your real estate rental properties, right? Instead of going and paying a property manager 10% of the rent, so it's $1,000 a month, that's $100 a month you're paying to the property manager to basically handle everything, but that's very expensive. You could instead hire a VA part-time, like 20 hours a week or 10 hours a week, doesn't take very long. Say 10 hours a week at $5 an hour for a competent person. That's only $50 a week, and they can probably manage all the properties in your portfolio for you just as well or better than the property management company. So that's a little thing for you. So definitely research that if you're looking to grow your business and hire help, but you just can't afford or don't really want to, use local or, labor that's a lot more expensive. All right, guys, well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap the video up here. If you have any questions about any of the things that I just said, if you like the video, hit the like button. If you dislike it, hit the dislike button. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, and so you can see the next episode of this series. If you have any questions or need clarity about anything that I talked about here, if you want me to make any more videos about anything, go ahead and drop that in a comment down below, and I'd love to make that content. Reach out to me. I'd love to talk to you, and let's see if we can't work together and make some more stuff. Again, this is Dan Cohan. Thank you, guys, and I will see you in the next chapter.